Matter of fact, before they stopped it, I said every time I stop somebody, I call it out. Every time. In DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin.
Davis and Calvin Ford have unexpectedly found themselves caught in chaos just weeks before his upcoming fight. For months, there have been questions surrounding the relationship between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. However, both have consistently denied any issues, insisting that everything was fine.
Against will. I don't know. I know I can. I ain't pushed no buttons with Tank yet. I came from a...
Things became even more apparent when Calvin Ford appeared at Gervonta Davis's press conference, but more as a spectator cheering him on than as a key member of his team. Tensions have clearly escalated between Tank Davis and his trainer, and for the first time in his career, Davis is preparing for a fight without Calvin Ford in his corner. In fact, chaos seems to be surrounding every Gervonta Davis fight lately. When he was scheduled to face Ryan Garcia, rumors of a falling out with his former promoter, Floyd Mayweather, started to surface.
Gives me anything I want.
Right.
But I'm a man at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I'm a hustler.
Right.
Second and foremost, I came from that cloth.
The feud between the two continued up until fight night, when they managed to put their differences aside, for the Ryan Garcia fight, that is. However, things only worsened after the fight, and their relationship remained strained. Before his bout with Frank Martin last June, Gervonta Davis also found himself caught in turmoil between Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather. Eventually, Ellerbe was dismissed from his position as CEO of Mayweather Promotions, with only Gervonta Davis remaining as the fighter he now manages. This time, the conflict centers around Gervonta Davis and his coach, Calvin Ford, and this is where it all began.
Different beasts. I understand what we got to go against every time we get in there. That square box of lunch is serious. So when I talk to him,
it was recently announced that there has been a split between trainer Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis after more than a decade together. Calvin Ford has confirmed the news, stating that several external factors led to the decision. Whether it was due to issues during the training camp or Davis's reluctance to address the situation, Gervonta Davis has remained silent on the matter ever since the rumors started, until now.
he just did. We got off the cameras once. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about that you got that will.
In breaking his silence, the narrative has shifted. It's no longer just about Calvin Ford's actions, but now also involves an issue with Leonard Ellerbe. It was revealed that ever since Ellerbe left Mayweather Promotions, he no longer had to remain neutral between Gervonta, Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Following his departure, Ellerbe has been focusing all of his attention on Gervonta Davis. While Ellerbe may be offering his help, Calvin Ford believes many of Gervonta Davis's questionable decisions can be traced back to Ellerbe's influence.
Yeah, he already seen it.
He said, I can't
That's
get
the
hit.
difference. And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, yo, how about Tank can't, every fight Tank come tell me, I'm going to knock him out.
Things haven't been as smooth with the constant presence of Leonard Ellerbe. Previously, the team consisting of Gervonta Davis, Calvin Ford, and Kenny Ellis was so close-knit, even under the Mayweather Promotions banner, that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had no choice but to respect their unity. However, since they parted ways with Mayweather Promotions and Leonard Ellerbe joined them, their relationship has been under strain.
When I talk to him, I'm not talking to little Tank anymore. I'm talking to the grown man Tank. For being with him for so many years.
According to Tank Davis, Gervonta Davis has been making poor career decisions and has been manipulated by Leonard Ellerbe. This is what Davis's trainers believe. In their view, the entire camp is against Gervonta's close relationship with Ellerbe. They feel that Ellerbe aligns himself with whoever is most profitable for him. He was with Floyd Mayweather when he saw potential there, but when that faded, he shifted his focus to Tank Davis. This is exactly how Gervonta Davis's team views Leonard Ellerbe, and it was this situation that ultimately led to Gervonta Davis firing his coach, Calvin Ford. Ellerbe played a key role in the growth of Mayweather Promotions during Floyd Mayweather's career, helping to promote some of the biggest fights, including Mayweather vs. Pacquiao. He also played a major role in Gervonta Davis's rise, turning him into a pay-per-view star, and promoted his fight with Frank Martin. After being let go by Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis has continued to rise in prominence. Since parting ways with Mayweather Promotions in 2022, Davis has fought top names in the lightweight division, including Rolly Romero, Hector Garcia, Ryan Garcia, and Frank Martin. Given this success, it's not hard to see why leaving his former mentor might have been the best move for his career. At least, that's what boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult believes. In recent months, Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather have been feuding on social media, with both sides taking shots at each other.
Davis saying it's a big fight.
Right.
And Tank's gonna get every last one of these guys y'all want him to get. You just can't get them all in one night.
Did you see what he tweeted at Shakur?
No, I didn't.
He said,
After Gervonta Davis's recent fight against Frank Martin and Leonard Ellerbe's departure from Mayweather Promotions, the boxing commentator shared his thoughts on why leaving Mayweather was the best decision for Davis. Yesterday, the popular YouTube commentator, known for his boxing insights, posted a brief video titled "Tank Davis Leaving Floyd Was the Best Thing for His Career." While it might seem counterintuitive, given that Floyd Mayweather is one of the biggest names in the sport, the commentator explained that Floyd's mindset is heavily focused on money. He emphasized that a lot has changed for Gervonta Davis, and it's now clear that Calvin Ford had unintentionally predicted the course of events during an interview before Davis's fight with Frank Martin. At that time, Davis was absent from the media workout, and Ford, representing him, said things that are now coming back to affect their relationship and are playing out between the two of them. Now, it's clear why Calvin Ford said, "Watching him in camp scares me because of the things he's doing in his maturity. When he gets in that ring, he'll hurt Frank." Ford explained that Davis has been very focused, paying close attention to conversations and what's going on around him. Speaking to Fight Hype, Calvin Ford urged people not to read too much into Davis's absence from the media workout.
Oh, watch them in camp. It scares me. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that he's doing in his maturity of,
"I want to apologize to the fans," Ford said, addressing the buzz that had built up since the scheduled arrivals began 90 minutes earlier. "He can't make it right now because of some delays, but he's going to make it up to you all on fight night. Trust me, you're going to see the performance he's about to put on." Turning to the fans, Ford continued, "How long have you all known Tank? I used to do the same thing you all do, but I stopped. Let him do what he does best because that's what makes Tank who he is. I don't know how his body is feeling. Sometimes, you have to go to work even when you don't feel like it. We're getting ready to roll out." When asked if Davis would make it to the press conference, Ford remained optimistic.
Press conference. Let's look at history. Let's look at the stats.
For sure.
So, again, but how many times y'all came here, he did, one time he did showed up at one of these.
"I've never seen Tank miss a press conference. Let's look at history, let's look at the stats," Calvin Ford said, emphasizing Davis's consistency. Finally, Ford issued a warning to Frank Martin on behalf of his absent fighter, Gervonta Davis, stating, "We're back in business. We've been waiting for this moment for a while." Ford continued, speaking about Davis's first fight back after 14 months, "We want to put on a great performance. We want to give the fans something special. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about."
And for the fans, who do the conspiracy theory, there's no concerns,
No, we great.
Yeah.
We great. Trust me. Y'all want y'all guy to come out and put on that show for y'all. Trust me.
Truly, Gervonta Davis has been causing a stir, and it's not just Calvin Ford. Even Floyd Mayweather and Devin Haney have felt the heat. Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis's feud escalated to the point where they nearly came to blows outside a nightclub in Las Vegas. The rivalry between the two began years ago after a sparring session, but it reignited recently when Davis took to social media to mock Haney following his upset defeat to Ryan Garcia.
It's Instagram that me and Devin about to spar. So it's probably like 100 people, 100 or 200 people. The gym one probably like 100.
Davis and Haney have exchanged intense blows online in recent weeks following Haney's defeat to Ryan Garcia. However, the latest development in their feud has escalated from heated online exchanges to a boiling point, eventually leading to a violent physical altercation. The 29-year-old took their long-standing rivalry to a personal level by showing up, posing with Haney's luxury Mercedes-Benz G63, and posting the picture on social media. A video later surfaced showing Haney reacting to the move, leading to a heated street confrontation between the two. Their teams had to step in and separate them as they exchanged inaudible insults, with bystanders also getting caught up in the intense scene. Haney clearly aimed his frustration at Davis, setting the stage for a future showdown as both fighters appear ready to settle their rivalry in the boxing ring. Earlier footage surfaced, showing Davis in a heated exchange with someone, though Haney isn't fully visible. However, it's clear that the confrontation stemmed from the picture Davis posted, accompanied by a provocative caption. "Aha, can't stop stuff, and we're on their side," Davis tweeted. "Tell them how I made you and your team dip out while I'm on your side of town. That guy's a cold fool." Haney quickly responded, confirming it was his car and firing back, "This guy liked my car so much, he took a picture next to it. Send him one at the Our Champion Motoring." Later, phone camera footage surfaced showing Davis and Haney outside a club, shouting at each other amid the commotion. Things took a messy turn with Floyd Mayweather when Davis issued a threat to physically confront his former mentor, expressing a desire to knock Mayweather out during their next encounter. This tension stems from Davis's frustrations, particularly referencing a previous jail sentence he faced following a hit-and-run incident in 2020. The situation escalated further after Davis threatened to knock out his former mentor, making things even more heated between them.
Y'all looking at the end. Y'all looking at the end results. Y'all not looking at this shit where y'all gonna look at the interview and Zab gonna tell y'all, you know, with me being champion, with me already having.
"I'll go around and knock Floyd out when I see him, and I don't care about going back to jail," Davis wrote on X, referencing the 90-day jail sentence he received for violating the terms of his home detention after a hit-and-run crash in November 2020. "He's such a fool. He doesn't even allow his security to carry guns." The feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis became so intense that both men were constantly looking for flaws in each other, quickly firing damaging shots whenever possible. At one point, Floyd Mayweather missed a press conference in Mexico, sparking controversy, particularly among Mexican boxing fans. With Floyd expected to announce a fight against former opponent Victor Ortiz, but failing to show up, Gervonta Davis took to Instagram to comment on the issue. A fresh round of verbal exchanges erupted on social media, with Tank Davis being the first to take a shot at Mayweather after he missed a press conference to announce his next exhibition fight. Davis accused Mayweather of scamming fans, writing, "He's out here scamming people again, taking their money." In response, Mayweather posted a doctored image on his own social media, falsely claiming that Davis's upcoming showdown with Frank Martin on June 15 had been cancelled. The caption read, "This is sad, hopefully, it's just a rumor." Following this, Davis posted a photo of himself enjoying the Dubai coastline on Instagram. He had shared the same image before, but this time he added a playful headline, "Breaking news, Floyd Mayweather stuck in Dubai, taking a jab at Davis's earlier allegations." After Mayweather claimed that the Davis-Martin fight had been cancelled, Davis fired back with a strong post, calling Mayweather a hater and asserting his control. He then took to Instagram again to respond directly. "This guy is such a hater," Davis said, responding to Mayweather's claims. "He said some stuff was cancelled, and that's not true. This is my stuff now. Keep talking, and I'll pull up to your house and lay hands on you, and some other things." The situation took a turn for the worse when Frank Martin claimed that Floyd Mayweather had helped him prepare for his fight against Davis.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion.
Frank Martin acknowledged that receiving advice from Floyd Mayweather gives him a unique feeling. When asked if there was anything he had learned from Mayweather before the fight, Martin said, "He could tell you to go run at 2 in the morning because, 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent is asleep at that time," explained the Detroit native. Martin emphasized that he didn't necessarily need to train during those hours, but doing so would give him a mental edge over his opponent. He added that these small details can make a big difference in the end. Martin clarified that it wasn't anything groundbreaking or new, but hearing it from someone like Floyd, who has reached the highest level of the sport, made it all the more valuable.
Because 9 times out of 10 we know your opponent sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental edge, because you out there working every night at 2 in the morning running. That's a lot of the time.
You're going to take a lot of heat for it, and it's going to give you a different type of motivation when you do it, said Martin. Leading up to Davis's fight against Frank Martin, Mayweather encouraged his fans to watch UFC instead, after the two had exchanged shots on social media. Following the fight, boxing reporter Michael Benson shared that Davis went on to knock out Martin in brutal fashion. In a post-fight interview, Davis revealed that Mayweather had tried to give Martin tips on how to beat him. The news of Leonard Ellerbe's departure came as a surprise, especially since he had previously denied reports about leaving, fueling speculation that he had been fired.
I know you don't think Twitter holds a lot of substance, but did you see some of the rumors flying around about Leonard might be leaving Mayweather Promotions?
Man, I don't listen to none of that.
Leonard Ellerbe had firmly denied earlier in the week that any such move was going to happen. He told boxing journalist Sean Zeidel, "I don't listen to any of that stuff. I'm doing what I do, there is no truth to any of that," adding, "Man, I don't listen to rumors. I do what I have to do." When asked if they were going to split up, Ellerbe responded with a resounding no. However, after fans discovered the lie he told in the interview, they quickly took to the comments section to express their thoughts. One fan commented, "He probably got fired because he's been Tank's hype man, LOL." Another tweeted, "I knew he was lying. That was the first time I heard the rumor, but he said it so confidently, I knew he was lying. If that makes sense, LOL."
Stuff, I'm doing what I do. I'm doing what I do.
Is there any truth to any of that?
No.
That's a resounding.
A third fan joked, he should work for Gervonta Davis if he wants to disrespect Floyd. One fan quickly caught his lies, perfectly describing the moment in their tweet, "Guy, that was a lie, bro." He yelled no and looked around awkwardly to see if anyone saw him. The fan added, "The writing has been on the wall for a long time now."
7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that he was giving Frank the tip.
Really? How'd you know that? Just word of mouth?
I seen.
He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that, but I know for sure it wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool, it's alright. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me, you know what I mean? It's better to beef with him than to be cool with him, said Gervonta Davis. He also revealed that Mayweather had told Frank Martin that he was running at 5 a.m. As for Mayweather, he leaked unreleased sparring footage between a young Devin Haney and Davis. This all started months ago when Mayweather criticized a modern fighter's obsession with fame and wealth, which Davis saw as a subtle jab directed at him.
Yo, them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too.
Floyd Mayweather called out modern fighters for not taking their craft seriously and instead focusing on their appearance in the ring. He used his own career as a point of comparison, arguing that today's fighters are only inspired by the finished product of who he is, not the work he put in to get there. A lot of times, what these fighters are looking at, they're looking at Floyd with the cars, looking at Floyd being flashy, Mayweather said. Man, listen, I made so many sacrifices. Y'all are looking at the end results, but when I was a champion, having hundreds of millions in the bank, I was still grinding in the gym. Y'all are worried about your outfits, how your boots look, focusing on the wrong things. A lot of you fighters are living check to check.
Record under the lights. What's my record under the lights? I'm gonna tell you, but listen, what's your record in lights, nigga? No. Yeah, nigga. Down to it. Yeah, what's my record? Where is my record? My record in lights?
In retaliation, Davis fired back at Mayweather on social media, accusing him of financial misconduct and calling him a hater. Guy says all this trash but he's in Dubai and can't leave because he's been taking people's money and not doing what they paid him to do. Guy's a freaking hater, Davis posted. And that's all for now. For the latest updates on news, moments, events, and action in the world of boxing, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you can be the first to know when we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace out.